First story. Why would I forgive my ex but not my ex-friend? I'm having a hard time handling my emotions. I'm using this account because my ex-friend keeps looking at my main Reddit account. I post about my ex a lot, about how I miss her. For context, she was cheating with my ex-best friend, cheated on me again, ghosted me. I didn't find out until after she ghosted me. It was all emotional. They never had sex, but they were talking nasty. My ex-GF left without a care in the world. No goodbye to me all. I was fully in love and committed to this girl. But my ex-friend, I dropped him. I cut all ties with him. I decided to leave them both in 2022, but I don't miss him at all. After a while of feeling good, I started to cycle back into really missing her and wanting her back. But not him. He keeps messaging me through texting apps, talking about what he reads on my main Reddit account. Like why I would forgive her but not him. He was shitty friend. My ex made me more happy than anyone ever has in my life. But what she did in the state she brought me in, I'd still kill to get her back. Why would I forgive her but not him? I hate his guts and I hate my ex too, but if she were to come back I'd take her back in a heartbeat. Update. Unmedicated, no therapy for bipolar 1. My ex-GF has bipolar 1. Didn't get diagnosed till after the breakup. She was so sweet and loving, maybe she love-bombed me? But she started to emotionally cheat, then broke up with me through text and ghosted me. This is a girl who was completely head over heels for me. She came back after a bit, said she lost sight of reality, gave very superficial reasons why she dumped me. Went back to loving me so much. We get into one fight which was really dumb, but she made out to be a big thing. I feel like that fight is what made her pull away, and she started to cheat emotionally again. She wanted to go to the doctor to get looked at because she said she was having mood swings. We didn't know what it was though, and when she went, which was already too late, she already ghosted me. She got diagnosed with bipolar 1, which brought me here. She took medication once. She's been gone for a long time. Even after I tried reaching out and being nice, she didn't want anything to do with me anymore. I was one-sided. Even before we dated I told her everything about me, all my flaws. She didn't see any flaws in me. But out of nowhere I have too many ikes and I'm a horrible person to her. She got into a depressed episode and ghosted me, but she was talking to all these other guys, fast-timing a guy on her Twitch stream, but claimed to be depressed and want to be alone. We were so in love with each other, and for her to opt out and talk to other guys like that is bizarre. It's been a few months since the BU and IDK if she's manic or not. This isn't who she made herself out to be. She's 26, never treated it before. I've seen her ghost people so easily, like her friend when we met started dating. She ghosted her like it was nothing. I just want to know, what is bipolar 1 unmedicated like? Will she ever return? I love her and miss her. I'm just waiting to see if she'll crash, but I don't want to wait forever. I'm powerless and weak. Update. Bipolar 1 ex saying a lot of bad things about our relationship and me on social media? I don't get it. We were madly in love. I know I wasn't perfect. I had my issues, but I treated her better than anyone ever has. To a mutual friend she made me out to be a horrible person. She emotionally cheated though and fled when I found out. I was hurting very badly, still am. But she didn't care. She made it seem like I was gonna attack her. Like, you cheated on me. To be fair, it was 4 weeks after she dumped me did I find out. But I was waiting for her. Will she level out and want to apologize? It feels like she's long gone. Blocked me on everything, even changed her number. I want my girl back. Update. What will a cycle of mania and depression be like for her without medication? She threw away her medication after taking it for only 1 day. IDK what she's doing or where she's at, but I know she'll have a never-ending cycle of mania and depression. She's already painted me black. It hurts, but I hate seeing the llama be taken over. She won't take meds. IDK if she's doing anything else to treat it. She had a good job, a good daily routine, me, good friends. She quit her job, I know that. But without meds, what is her life looking like now? Update. Has anyone's ex who left while manic reach out to at least apologize? It's been since August my ex left, became depressed, went manic after I guess she was talking to other guys, quit her job, stopped using her babysitter. Not a single goodbye or apology. I find it so bizarre. I'm still holding hope that she'll at least reach out. She deleted her FB and Instagram, only uses TikTok but blocked me on there. IDK what she's doing these days. IDK if she's still manic or not. I still want to believe that she only left because she became manic. Update. Been missing you more lately. 7 months now. When we met it was the most magical and happiest time of my life. She's so beautiful and I remember saying at that time it's too good to be true. The 18th would have been a whole year of us being together. I wonder how we'd be if you didn't get manic or if you didn't have bipolar at all. Or if I was a better partner. I've grown so much since the breakup. I've learned a lot about relationships, breakups. I learned a lot about how I could have been better and realized all my flaws and what I could have done to be better. I always think if I was better, if I had stood up to my friends, maybe you wouldn't have left. I'm sorry it took a breakup for me to realize these things. I know I don't deserve how I got treated, but I know I'd never put myself through that again. This may sound stupid but even though you cheated, I'd still give it one more go. Because this time it would be perfect. In my heart that's how I feel, but I know logically I shouldn't take you back. Maybe I miss the person you were when we met, such a sweetheart. All I know is I don't want to love anyone other than you, and I want only you to love me. It's just, we were in love. Whatever part of value I had, we loved each other for 8 months. For 8 months we helped each other, we talked every day, taught each other stuff. You helped me move into my apartment, taught me how to love better, changed me into wanting kids, changed me into a better person. I believe people who are in love should not have ended the way we did because now I'm an enemy to you. It shouldn't be that way even if we broke it off good. We shouldn't hate each other like this. I hope one day you can come to your senses and one day we can try again. The door will always be open for you. I love you. Update. Done a lot of reflecting in the relationship and realized maybe I didn't lose her due to mania. Maybe it was just me. She did show a lot of symptoms to mania like cheating with my best friend too, can't explain that, but I've done a lot of thinking about where I went wrong. Maybe I was using bipolar as an excuse to make myself feeling better that it wasn't my fault. I wasn't toxic or abusive. I loved her to death. But maybe I was intimate enough. Last time we were together we had sex and she wanted me badly to cuddle her. But I wanted TK cool off after a hot shower and play Apex instead of being with her. A lot of times after sex I just lay there because I'm not sweaty and don't want body heat on me, so I don't cuddle when she wants to. A lot of small things I should have said and done. Not listening to her. For instance, my friend had stayed the night with her and I because he got drunk, and in the morning she wanted him to leave. I let him stay. I shouldn't have gone to sleep mad at you either. Maybe I didn't take her depression serious enough. Looking back, I've done a lot of idiotic things that probably built up. Though she never talked to me about these things, I know it was me. Those reasons are just what I can think of, and there's many more. I'm just mad that it took a breakup and her hating my forever to realize it. If I could just have one more chance to be with her, one more chance to at least talk, she'd be mine forever because I'd hold her and never let go. You were my everything. I thought I had relationships figured out, but I didn't. I miss you to death, man. Every day. I'm sorry for being such an idiot. You're so far away, and I cannot come near you. After a long day of work and the gym, when I'm alone at home, I can't help but just think and reminisce on the relationship. It's the center of my thinking. Wish I wasn't such an idiot. The worst pain ever. Update. Why am I so fixated on it? It's been 7 months. My life is different. I'm doing new things, but I still have the same thoughts. The memories won't go away. I can't stop thinking about it every day, thinking about her, missing her. I have dreams of her, all the time. They always go the same way. I try to reach her but I can't. Last night's dream was I had her but I kept having interruptions in talking to her. I just want to be done with it. I want to move on already. I want to be happy again. I want to feel like I don't want her anymore. The only music I like listening to is sad music too. Like she cheated with my ex-best friend. And I'm stuck in a limbo with the same hurt. I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like this shit has turned me into a psychopath in my mind. I'm always so tired. I've never been this tired before. Why this shit have to happen to me, man? I used to be so happy. Just why? It's so frustrating. Update. Today would have been a year. Today makes a whole year since we made it official. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had lived with my parents at the time and her and I had the house to ourselves. I got to leave work early to have our date to Olive Garden. We got all dressed up. We had such a great time. After that we went to pick up some alcohol and I sat you down for the playful girlfriend interview. I was gonna make you my GF either way, but I thought it'd be fun to do that. I asked you a lot of questions, even about your red flags. Lord knows I ignored those. It was such a fun night. We were tipsy. Then after that interview I went up to you and asked you to be my girlfriend and we jumped with joy. That was the happiest I've ever been in my life. I really miss you. Update. How can someone love you for years then betray like you never meant anything? I read stories here about people who were together for such a long time then get betrayed out of nowhere. I want to say I was great to my ex but she still started talking to other guys. Me personally, I would never betray my partner or my friends. IDK how hard it is for people to just be a good person and not do anyone any harm. I don't get with someone if I don't think I'm gonna leave them one day unless they become abusive or cheat. I make sure not bring someone like that into my life and I'll be good to them, yet it still happened. I wasn't perfect though, of course. For people who together for years, what drives them to just want to cheat? Knowing it's bad. Knowing they live this person. It's bizarre to me how someone who loved someone for so long can just turn on them. Then out of nowhere they don't speak again. Update. I really am sorry. I know I wasn't perfect. I'm sorry for how I reacted. I'm sorry that I didn't take you opening up about your past to me seriously. I should have listened to you better. I'm sorry about the things I should have said and done. I know we had a lot of intense moments but I was never consistent. I thought I had relationships figured out after my first breakup but I didn't. I had what I wanted figured out, but I never gave you what you wanted. I didn't tend to your needs and I'm sorry I was selfish. I know you liked me, Alec, and I liked you too, but my fear of abandonment and of attachment really held me back from giving you my all. I'm sorry for that. I wanted to feel like if we ever broke up I wouldn't hurt. I didn't want to lose myself, but that made me lose the relationship. I'm sorry I wasn't the boyfriend you needed me to be. I wish I could tell you this. I wish I could get at least one chance to talk to you again. I lost my whole world when I lost you. I'm sorry it took losing you to realize all of this. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be loved by you. It was the happiest time of my life. I'd do it again a million times over. I wish I could get one more chance because this time it would perfect. I'll never stop loving you, and I'll always miss you. Update. How long did it take to heal? How can I accept that my life will never be the same? It's been 8 months now. I can only do good and feel good for a short amount of time. A week at max. The start of March, I was feeling real good and working out, but I came crashing down back into depression just from hearing a sad song. I get triggers really easily. It really has affected my everyday life and my social life. I was hanging with my best friend today after a long time and one thing triggered me and my whole mood went crumbling down. I had to go home. Little dialogue in my shows can trigger me. Going to places can trigger me. I want to keep up with therapy but I've been struggling with money lately. I can't help but struggle knowing it's my own fault for the relationship ending. I know no one deserves to be cheated on, but I made her lose feelings. She was too scared to dump me. I know I failed the relationship, but I can't live with the fact knowing I'll never find a girl like her again. Depression really has been kicking my ass because I really want to go and lose weight. Gained a lot of muscle. But depression and whatever other feeling I get from thinking of her 24/7 really weighs my body down. I can't do it every day. I can't help but miss her all the time. I prefer to stay in my apt away from the triggers, away from stress. A dream is enough to ruin my whole day. I want to go back to what I used to be, a happy guy full of life and energy, not this empty shell of a person. How can I be happy again when the people I wanted close to me hurt me and brought me to the state I am in? I don't want to go on, I want to end it all every day. It sucks knowing I can never go back to who I used to be. I don't even know who I am anymore. IDK what I should do. I'm not the same person. A big part of me died last year, that night. IDK where to go from here. Update. At work and hear a commercial on the TV talk about bipolar and antidepressants. That's enough to make all them feelings and memories come swarming in. Triggers everywhere. Update. Will they ever grieve the relationship? 8 months still gone and had all the willpower to stay no contact after all we went through together and the love we shared. Not even an apology. IDK if she cried or what. She had all her options there and pursued them after she left me. Probably still manic. Who knows? Update. The part that hurt the most wasn't the cheating, it was that I no longer meant anything to you. You didn't say sorry, you didn't try to stay, you didn't care that I hurt, you didn't try to calm me down. We fell in love, then you started to see other people, hoping I wouldn't find out. There was a point where you were done, and when I found out and went crazy, you were gone and made me feel like crazy for reacting. And that shit changed me. Then I found out it was my fucking best friend. Everyone blamed me. I even blamed myself. I thought you the one. I thought my friends could be trusted. How could I have been so stupid? All of this made me realize the people I let in close for years weren't the ones. No one cared about hurting me. Even 8 months later I get judged for still hurting. That shit changed me. Update. Email I'm sending to my ex, breakup 8 months. Let me know how it is. I made this email and wanted to post it here and get some feedback on it. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a rough draft. Hi. I know it's been a long time since we talked. It's actually been 8 months, the duration of our relationship. I've reflected a lot, learned a lot. I have a lot I'd like to say, and it would mean the world if you gave this email the time of day. I'll try to keep this as short as I can. I just want to start off by saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how I reacted that night, going to your app, sending you lots of mean messages. I was very emotional and my emotions got the best of me. Something I've been working on. I'm sorry that I wasn't the boyfriend you needed me to be. I thought I had relationships figured out, but I didn't. There were things I should have said and done. I should have been there for you more too. Should have listened to you about things you were telling me, like about your past, things you wanted me to change, being there with you when you needed me to, giving you more intimacy when we made love. I had many of intense moments with you, but I wasn't consistent with it. I could go on. Thing is, I took too long to change. I was focused more on myself than you. I was selfish. I had a fear of attachment, a fear of losing myself, fear of being hurt, fear of abandonment. I let that fear hold me back from giving you all the love and affection I could have given, and that you deserve. I've learned a lot about relationships, things I wish I knew when we were together. Maybe then I wouldn't have failed you since you had so much hope for us. I've also learned so much about you through our time apart. Not from people but just from reflection. I realize you're a girl that loves affection, intimacy. You want a guy who treat you like a queen that you are. I'm sorry I failed in being that guy for you. I realize you have a troubling past as well, which dictates what you bring in your life. Now I want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your boyfriend, to be loved by you. It was honestly the happiest time of my life. You made me happier than anyone ever has in my entire life. I will be forever grateful for the lessons you gave me, for how you pushed me. I'm a better person now thanks to you. I want to get married someday. I want kids of my own. It's thanks to you that I'm a better person. I'll always keep our chapter bookmarked. It was the best time of my life. You're the first thing I think of when I wake up, and the last thing I think of when I go to sleep. I'll forever love you, and I'll forever miss you. I haven't moved on. I'm not really ready to let go, and trust me, I have tried. The love I have for you is just strong. I wanted you for a lifetime. You were the girl I wanted forever. I'm incapable of loving anyone else. That's no one's fault but mine. It's something I'm trying to fight, but something I've accepted. I know that you're gone and you never want to come back, and that's okay. I want you to be happy. TBH, I've waited, and still waiting. Think of me as weak, IDC. I have much more that I'm trying to work on. Thank you for reading this. I hope you are well and safe. I also hope your son is doing good too. I missed that Dookie and Bugs Eater. Thank you. Thanks for the responses. Didn't think it gets so much attention. Based on the feedback, all I gotta say is, sigh. Update. How is this message to XGF? Hi, XGF name. I know it's been 8 months since we talked, but there are things that hurt to come out. It would mean the world if you read this. I learned a lot about relationships and realize I have a lot to be sorry for. I can make a long list, but I'll just say I'm sorry I wasn't the boyfriend you needed me to be. I realized all the times in our relationship where I failed as a boyfriend and could have been better. I took too long to change. Also sorry for how I reacted to everything that night. Going to your app, saying mean things to you when I was emotional. It was the worst part of me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your boyfriend and to be loved by you. I'll always leave our chapter bookmarked, because it was the most special time of my life. I'll always cherish our memories in my heart forever. I don't want us to be enemies. The door will always be open for you. At least one more try. I hope you've been well. I hope you're taking care of yourself and are safe. I hope you had good holidays. I hope you are having a good year. I hope son's name is well too. I miss that Dookie and Bugs Eater. I hope one day we can talk again. I'd love to talk to you and tell you about everything I've done and learned since we've been apart. There's so much I'd love to tell you. I would love to hear everything you've done too. Thank you for reading this. Take care. P.S. Happy Halloween, Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy St. Patrick's, and Happy Easter. Update. Every time I feel a little good I have a dream about her. It's been a while too, and I'm starting to feel pretty okay, and then boom, she makes an appearance. I wake up feeling terrible and it's enough to ruin my whole day. Shit's annoying. Update. Dream of her today. My body cannot help but miss her. After the nasty things I found out she did behind my back, and how she abandoned me, I can't help but miss her. I was fighting hard for her to stay. I tried to change, I just needed time and space. I was starting to feel pretty good, but then the dreams are enough to make me feel bad or ruin my whole day. This all took a toll on my self-esteem, confidence. I wish she missed me like I miss her. I wasn't perfect, but damn, I did not deserve this trauma. I wonder why she didn't care breaking me like she did. I wonder why I wasn't worth the fight. Update. What are things people with bipolar do when they're manic and delete you from their lives? Just curious. I kinda just want an idea of what my ex might be doing out there after quitting her job and burning bridges. What are some things your so has done when manic? What's their manic life like? Post BU. Update. Deleted all pics of her while crying my eyes out, then realized the pics of her and her and I was what took up the majority of my phone's storage. After deleting them, I went from almost filling up my storage, which is 256 GB, to 88 GB. That shit makes me sad. Update. 9 months is coming up. I still suffer every day. I think about you and what you did from the moment I wake up until I fall asleep. I'm the most depressed I've ever been in my life. I'm so sad, but I don't cry anymore. I just cry in the inside now. No one knows how much I cried, how much I've been suffering. I hope breaking me was worth you becoming happier and being the best version of yourself or healing like you always say. I hope breaking me was worth you lies you told people about me. I hope it was worth something with great potential to be ruined. I wish I could have moved on as fast as you did. I wish I could have had all the options you had. Must be nice being as beautiful as you are and living life in easy mode. I miss you every day. I didn't know being sad every day for 9 months was humanly possible. I've never been so lonely and depressed before. Update. Losing someone who you thought was gonna be your forever partner is the loneliest feeling in the world. I was only satisfied with their presence and talking to them every day. Talking to my friends and people at work, family, just doesn't hit the same. Tired of waking up on my own. Update. Any 9 months or more and still suffer every day. I still miss her, even when I wake up in the middle of the night of her. Update. The end of the relationship was probably the craziest I've ever reacted. When not in a relationship I'm really calm. I'm not a crazy person, I just work out, hang with my friends. But towards the end of our relationship, I reacted terribly. She was emotionally checking out, talking to other guys. I went to her app, dropping off her stuff at her door, sending her lots of mean messages, trying to talk to her when I was blocked. Man, I was not okay. It's been 9 months and looking back, that was the worst part of myself. Being so deep in turmoil, in my anxiety, emotions, I don't think logically. Sorry for how I reacted. Never happening again. These last 9 months has taught me a lot about myself. I hope everyone is doing better now too and is finding peace. Update. So, why do we become the bad guy? I know I wasn't perfect. I made mistakes, but I wasn't abusive or toxic. I always tried to be better and tried to fix our problems and make us better. Relationships are a lot of work. But damn, she really made me seem like I was terrible. She makes me believe I was. I feel like everything was my fault. When we had problems, she would vent to my friends about it, and even my friends sided with her. Her babysitter, who's a family friend, told me she even made me out to seem like a terrible person to her. It hurts a lot because I'm not talking shit about her at all. I want nothing but to have her love again. It's not fair. Update. 9 months post breakup. Still missing you. Don't know where you are or what you're doing. I just hope that you're safe. I'm focusing hard on myself, but the sadness and trauma just sneaks up on me still. Still can't believe you aren't in my life anymore. I think of you every day, thinking of our happy memories. It's not healthy for me, but I can't help it. Update. Dreamt of her today. We were together again. We were holding each other and cuddling. It felt so real. That's all I really want, is to be in her arms again. But my ex-best friend who she cheated on me with was back there too. The trauma just sneaks up on you. I thought I'd be over it all by now, been 10 months. But I guess not. Sigh. Update. Been feeling a lot of guilt for how I reacted. It's been 10 months. When I find out she was talking to another guy, it was already 4 weeks after she ghosted me. She had already emotionally checked out when she started talking to him. 2 weeks towards the end of our relationship is when it started, I think. I was waiting for her for 4 weeks until the dude's girlfriend reached out and told. I went to her app to drop off her stuff and I tried knocking. She had the cops on the phone. I left but went off on her through text. Next day the cops told me to leave her alone. She didn't press charges. But that was the end of us. I could have been more calm, but the guilt of how I reacted weighs me down still. Maybe if I didn't react that way she would have wanted me back. Someone tell me it's okay, please. It's a crazy story. I went crazy, I know. Update. Stumbled upon an old love letter. She mentioned years on there. Said she wanted to be a part of my life and how much I stood out from everyone. Alexa, play The Scientist by Coldplay. Update. Email I want to send to my ex. Let me know what you guys think. Dear ex-girlfriend's name. I hope this letter finds you well. As I sit down to write this, my heart is heavy with the weight of the past. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I wanted to reach out to you to express my feelings. Since you've been gone, I've put a lot of focus into myself and into us. I've been reflecting and maturing, and I realize now that I wasn't perfect. I thought I knew everything about relationships, but I was wrong. I was ignorant and didn't understand what it truly meant to be a good partner. I didn't tend to your needs, and I wasn't there for you when you wanted or needed me. I never took the time to truly listen to you or to understand your perspective. There are so many things I should have said and done, but I didn't. I am deeply sorry for not being the boyfriend you deserved. Losing you will always be my biggest regret in life. But I want you to know that I've learned so much from our time together. I've been observing relationships and learning about healthy ones, and I'm committed to being a better partner in the future. I want to be the kind of person who listens, who supports, who loves unconditionally. I want to be the kind of person who makes you feel safe and cherished. The times we had together will always be bookmarked in my heart. They were the best chapter of my life, and I will always cherish the memories we created. I miss you so much, and I wish I could turn back time and do things differently. But I know that's not possible, and all I can do now is apologize and hope that you can forgive me. I want you to know that you are the most special person I've ever met. You brought so much joy and light into my life, and I will always be grateful for the time we spent together. You are beautiful, kind, and intelligent, and I feel so lucky to have had you in my life. I know that I messed up, but I hope that you can see the sincerity in my words and know that I mean every single one of them. I hope one day our paths may cross again, as better, more mature, and more grown adults. I hope that we can look back on our time together with fondness and gratitude, and that we can both find happiness and love in our lives. Update. Feeling like messaging her. Hi everyone. Long ago, 10 months to be exact, my ex-girlfriend had ghosted me. A lot of things came to light about her talking to other guys while she was with me. One of them happened to be my now ex-best friend. A lot of flirting, nasty things being shared. Nothing physical. It was an nasty breakup and I reacted terribly to all this information. I went to her app to drop off her stuff, sent her a lot of mean messages. Worst part of me. Now in these 10 very rough months, living day to day has been the hardest challenge of my life. But I'm at a point where I can function properly. I can talk to people. Laugh like I used to. I have my own goals and plans and I'm dedicated, feeling like my old self. But in the back of mind she's there. I still think of her when I first wake up till I go to sleep. The pain still lingers in my stomach, very faint. I still have her on Facebook but she has not posted since September 11th, which is the day I found out about the cheating. I kept her there in case she reached out to me. But again, I'm at a good point in my healing process, and I want to get rid of that because I check often to see if she's come back. I also want to send an email to her, just telling her sorry that I wasn't a good boyfriend because upon reflection I do realize I wasn't perfect, or maybe trauma bond makes me feel that way. I want to say sorry, thank her, that's it. Just for closure. The only reason why is to get the closure for myself and put it behind me. But I am a little afraid to send an email. IDK, what will happen? I don't want a response, just reassurance for myself that I sent it. I want to put her behind me but I always have sending an email in my head. It's something I've been thinking about for months. The last time I messaged her was December. IDK, where else to turn to for advice since I'm alone in this? If anyone could give me some advice, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Update. It's really not fair. It's not fair how I get cheated on, ghosted, and thrown away like garbage. I wasn't perfect, but I did not deserve to be cheated on. With my best friend, multiple other guys, left with no explanation. To be treated like I'm the bad guy, like it was my fault. No apology, no sympathy. I didn't deserve any of that. Life owes me nothing. But by doing good for myself, good for others, hustling, listening to people, being there for them, loving, I'd at least thought I'd deserve a loving girlfriend, good friends, but no. All the good I've tried to do for myself and for others led up to me being depressed. Missing my cheating ex and not being able to find someone else because none of them looked like her. I get to have low self-esteem, shitty friends who took my shitty ex aside. Low mental energy to deny me the chance to find new friends. More introverted than ever, so it's hard to talk to people. Isolated. My ex-GF, she's one of kind and unique. She's the most gorgeous girl you'd ever see. She gets all her options, gets to talk to all the guys and have all the support, and gets to badmouth me like she was the victim, and I was the toxic abuse one. She gets to move on and forget like our time together and the love we shared meant nothing. It makes me very sad, very angry, gives me no hope for my future. I may not have been perfect, I wasn't toxic or abuse, I loved her to death and would have done everything for her. But I guess getting out the gym is such a red flag. Now I get the mental issues and depression and PTSD. Thank you so much for everything, XGF. It's so amazing to feel this way. I hope you're happy, and I hope it was worth it traumatizing me. I may hurt all the time, but I am getting up every day and hustling. I'm even moving up at my job to an operator. It just sucks feeling hurt and lonely all the time. I know I need to love myself and I'm trying. It hurts knowing I don't have supportive people and I get to struggle on my own. No one knows how much I struggled, how much I cried and screamed. No one knows how badly I'm trying to move on and be happy again. No one knows how I'm feeling. No one asks, no one cares. Now I'm just focusing on me. I'm not nice anymore. I don't compliment people. I don't chase girls. Just doing me. I keep in touch with my mom because I love her. But I don't even care for family or friends right now. It's not healthy, but it's how I feel. Whenever I think something good is happening, it goes to shit and leave me feeling like shit, traumatized. For what reason? Why does someone see a nice guy, sensitive, someone who deals with anxiety too, and want to treat them? Someone who's innocent, never been traumatized before. Someone explain that shit to me because I don't understand. Out of everything I've done, how I try to do better, I get this shit. It's been humbling and eye-opening. Again, life owes me nothing, and I realize that now. No matter what you do, people will hurt you. Not me though. I don't want to hurt anyone. Update. Not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Still hoping you will level out and reach out. It's been forever since you left, but it feels like only yesterday. I know I wasn't perfect to you. Maybe I didn't take your mental health as serious as I should have. I didn't notice how much you were declining. I do hope it wasn't because of me. I've learned a lot about your disorder. I took the knowledge I got and used it to reflect on your moods and behavior and triggers and how to take care of you. I also read how to love someone with bipolar. I hope if you ever come back I can use that knowledge to make us work out till death. I wish you could have been diagnosed sooner before it was too late. Wish I knew more. I know you also potentially could have PTSD from your past, which I never asked about. I'm really sorry that I didn't. I wanted you to forget your past and give you a better future. I want you to know that I've grown so much since you left. I've taken my health more serious. I've worked on my appearance. I've been more at peace with myself. My bills are paid. I'm stronger than I ever have been. I've also gotten more used to the heat. I've been eating healthy. I've gotten stronger. I've been more sociable and more nice to people. I've opened more to music. I've just learned so much, especially about relationships. I get up every day, make my breakfast, go to work, go to the gym. I'm also moving up at my job to an operator. I can't wait to tell you about everything I've experienced. If you ever come back, it's okay if you don't. I want you to be happy. Just know my heart is always open to you, my swan. My heart is open, but I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna continue working on myself, even while the pain still lingers there. Even if you don't come back, which I'm sure you won't, my time with you was the best time I've ever had with someone. Always keep our chapter bookmarked. I love you still. I miss you every day. Take care. Update. Forgiveness? I saw someone here say forgiveness is overrated. I totally agreed. But people, we have to forgive them not because we deserve it but because we deserve peace. But I feel like I could never forgive what she and he did to me. But should I? Should we? Update. I miss her and I don't want to. She's been gone for a year now. Most of the time I feel like I lost her. We were only together for 8 months, but she's someone I wanted to be with for a long time. I did make mistakes, some I regret, wish I could have done things different, like our good times were great. For some reason her cheating with multiple guys and my best friend doesn't make me not want her anymore. I know I shouldn't want her for what she did, but I really can't help but miss her, and it's frustrating because I know I shouldn't. I've reconnected with some old friends and it makes me want to reconnect with her. Dreamt about her the last 3 days too. If it's okay, I'd like for someone to just talk some sense into me. She's really not okay in the head and neither am I. RN. Update. I've really been missing her lately. It's been a whole year since she left. I've reflected every day on the relationship. The wounds still feel fresh. IDK, what happened? Maybe she got disgusted by looking at me because I did gain some weight. She said she didn't like that I stopped going to the gym because that's one of the reasons she got with me, because of my healthy lifestyle. IDK, I still have a lot of questions, still want closure. Her birthday is in a few days. Been thinking about that. I know there's nothing I can do. She's not coming back, but it still makes me sad every day. She's the most gorgeous I will ever be with and gave me such comfort and love that I'll never get from anyone else again. Maybe I wasn't intimate enough. Maybe I did listen to her enough. Maybe I didn't tend to her needs. I didn't have a full understandings on relationships, and I do now, and I realize I wasn't the best. I'm really sorry about that. I did everything I can to save us though. I know she was lacking something from me, that's why she started to talk to other guys while she was with me. To find what I didn't have. It has really ruined my self-esteem and confidence knowing she was talking to other dudes before she left me. One of them was my best friend. It was sick. Yet I miss her so very much. Those green eyes and that beautiful smile and face. I'd do anything to get her back. I've done all I can to get over it, but the feelings just never go away. The cheating makes me question if it was all real or fake. Update. Her birthday is today. In 2 weeks, it'll be a year since she left. I want to tell you happy birthday, but I'm not. Still missing you even a year later. Still healing. Hope you're okay and taking care of your mental health. Still have her on Facebook, but too much of a coward to delete her. She logged off a year ago and haven't came back on. Guess I don't want to let go. She still had the pictures of us on there. I like to look at them. I remember a year ago, I went half off with my friend to buy you a Switch and Kirby. You were extremely happy. I have a feeling she'll be back on today. Too scared to look at it now. Update. I can't forgive myself for how I reacted. Don't know how to move on without closure. I've talking to myself lately. It's been a year. Being sad and stressed over this for so long has affected me, and I'm ready to move on and actually focus on my mental health and seek happiness. But one thing holds me back: how I reacted. I was already being ghosted for 4 weeks, waiting for her. Then when I found out, I went to her app uninvited. Left her a hamper full of her stuff. Should have left them on the side of the highway. I had to walk halfway because I got a flat tire on the way there. That was the world telling me not to go. Kept knocking, texting her through a texting app, and she said she had the cops on the phone. I left, went off on her through text. It was the worst part of me. All she kept saying was that she was gonna file a police report. Next day, cops called me. Didn't press charges, but they told me to leave her alone. Her mental health isn't good. She also threatened to call the cops on the dude she was cheating on me with girlfriend for cyberbullying because she was trying to confront her too. That was all a year ago. I've come a long way, and I know I didn't react how I should have. I escalated it into getting the cops involved, and I just don't forgive myself for it. I want her to forgive me for it. I want us to talk. I want to apologize not only for that but for not being the best boyfriend. I feel like I lost the only good girl I'll ever get and the most gorgeous too. I don't stalk her socials at all. I have old pics and looking at her still just takes my breath away. I also have a therapist but can't afford to talk to her RN. Please someone give me advice on how to let this go. Update. This has ruined my self-esteem completely. I know when we first met I was hardcore in the gym working on myself and my physical health. I had long hair, I worked at Home Depot and was the top dog there. She fell for me instantly after knowing my lifestyle and how I am and all that, and we talked for 3 months before becoming official, and it seemed like I was all she wanted. But I know I fell off. My life changed a lot. I got a new job. I moved out of my parents all in the span of 6 months. I got out the gym. No excuse for that, just my goals changed. My new job is a lot easier and I do a lot of sitting around. I gained weight, still ate healthy but splurged. I made the mistake of letting my friends be friends with her. Eventually she dumped me. Later I found out she was talking nasty with my best friend. She got back with me, but when she dumped me again, I figured out she only got back with me to stay friends with them. Like what happened? I know I fell off my path, but all of this made me feel dull because I never went out, always just worked and chilled at home. My relationship became S relationship with her and my friends. They all wanted to talk and play video games every day. They wanted to hang out every weekend. It's like damn no one was thinking of me. Now it has created so much insecurities, like I wasn't good enough, fun enough, healthy enough, intimate enough, be interested in what she was into. They did all have a good time, seemed like she had a better time with them than me. I just want a girl who's okay with a quiet life, peaceful life, and can enjoy it with me. Someone I can talk to as well, and it's not like I don't have fun, I just always make my sleep, job, rest time a priority. I'm not a party person. The breakup and cheating, however, makes me want to do those things completely. Like I'm changing myself not for me, but for her, even though she's out of my life and never coming back. I also want to change and be fun so a girl doesn't ever do that to me again. Feel like I'm too dull and too boring for any girl. My ex-best friend, the one she cheated on me with, is 26 years old but has bad lungs because she smokes all the time. Was an alcoholic at the time. Never had a job. Does nothing but play games in his room. Doesn't get any exercise. Treated me like shit. As for me, I've been working and taking care of myself for years. Life every other regular person who works. I've worked hard, blood, sweat, and tears every day. Why did she have to chase him? Because he's fun, I guess, and better to talk. It's like all her views and principles changed. She switched up on me out of nowhere. It has made me want to change my appearance so much. I'm planning on getting tattoos and I've been back in the gym for a while, so I think I look a lot better. Gonna wear different outfits and all that. Glow up. But I want to do it so she's find me attractive again if she ever saw me again. When I see guys with long hair, which she's into, or guys with tattoos, guys that her type, I get so upset. She was also chasing guys who already had girls. Like, why did I deserve that? Update. It sucks so much when you miss someone and there's nothing you can do about it but suffer. I miss her to death and want to speak to her, but I can't because I know she wants nothing to do with me. No apology, no meaningful chat about the relationship, where it went wrong, just gone and don't want to talk again. Can't reach out or anything. Just gotta go about the day with the pain inside until it goes away. Update. It sucks and sounds stupid, but I think I'll always miss and love her. I can never forgive what she did and what she put me through. A year later, though, I'm still here thinking of her every day, smiling at the good times. I'm not gonna chase her or anything. It just sucks that I can't get over the feeling. It's a lonely feeling. I'll never forget how sweet and nice she was to me when, something no one's ever given me before. I really wish I could hate her guts. Update. Did she ever even love me? It's been a year, and I still suffer every day from the trauma of the breakup and cheating. It all still confuses me. She was so sweet and nice and loving when we first met and was so sure of me. Her boundaries and views of relationships matched mine. We even had a cute contract that I made up. I really was copying the Big Bang Theory with the relationship agreement just for fun since we both liked it. Lots of things that were said behind my back says different. One thing that she told me when she was mad at me was relationships to me are materialistic. It's always stuck with me. She really switched up big time after making me very safe. Her reasons for breaking up with me weren't logical either, or maybe for her it was. When things got bad, the only option she gave herself was to leave. I feel like the truth is, maybe she never loved me like she said she did. Maybe she only liked me for my looks, my hair, how I lived my life because at the time I was in the gym and meal prepping and shit. My life had changed a lot and I fell off of that journey while focusing on another. I gained some weight, got unattractive to her. I'm sorry to myself for gaining what I worked so hard to lose. I wasn't perfect. I made mistakes, a lot of which I regret. Some things I feel like that's why she left. I most definitely regret how I reacted. But after a year, I've learned a lot. About myself, relationships, mental illness, mental health. So much. Though it still hurts deeply, I'm sorry for the mistakes I made. I will forever be grateful for getting the chance to feel the feeling of love. Even if it ended terribly, I know how it feels to love someone unconditionally. Even though she's not in my life and out living her best life, I will always love her and will cherish the feeling because I feel it. Love and pain is all a part of living, and I'm a better person for it. Even if she never loved me, what's important is that I did. I discovered the true meaning of love. Now I will use that discovery to love myself and my friends and family who will never abandon me. Update. Life and mindset a year later. A year later. Tomorrow is actually the day I found out everything a year ago. It's been a very tough road. I'm not fixed, still a work in progress. I still think of it all every day. It still hurts. The things she told other people still lies dormant into my heart and soul. The pain of what she did still lingers. I was very suicidal a year ago for a few months, thought it'd be the only way out. I'm somewhat glad I didn't take my life. IDK what kept me going. Maybe it was the things I heard other people go through, the things I saw my favorite video game, anime characters go through that kept me strong. I learned a lot every day, about relationships, about life, myself, kept myself busy, kept myself in the gym every day for a whole year was constant pain, constant hope that she'll reach out. I was trauma bonded out the ass. I kept blaming myself, wanted to reach out to say sorry for my mistakes. I made mistakes, yeah, but when things got bad her go-to solution was to break up, or cheat, or ghost me, or vent to my friends. I was willing to fight to keep her. She didn't want to. I still wonder why she left, but IDK. I chose to live, and in order to do that I was forced to grow, to get stronger mentally, to hustle, and learn, and accept the challenges around me. I had to do it alone. I had no one. I have my 2 friends and my mom, but they didn't really understand how I felt and didn't sympathize. I stayed quiet about my feelings. Except for Reddit. Now, I'm a work in progress, but I see myself becoming better and staying consistent with the journey. I'm killing it in my new job position at work as an operator. I'm killing it in the gym, pushing myself when I'm tired. I've become very humble, and learned to live and love myself the way no one can. I still have a low self-esteem, low confidence. Social anxiety is bad due to the negative things I heard about myself through her. I wanted revenge. I wanted closure. Did I get revenge? No. Closure? No. I had to live with that. Had to live with the feeling that she won. I've not dated or had sex in a year. No one can really fill that void in my heart besides me, but I don't think I'm mentally capable of loving a girl again. Every girl has mentally abused and have turned me into a person I don't recognize anymore. Forced me to overcome challenges no one should face. It's hard for me to trust anyone. IDK who plotting what or saying what behind my back? I don't have anyone that protects my name. I'm learning to not care what the critiques around me have to say. When highly emotionally tough situations or eyes that do have trouble keeping it together, I become desperate. For example, I moved back into my mom's due to financial struggles and I almost got a loan just to get out. Am I perfect a year later? No, and that's okay. No one is perfect. Healing and growing doesn't have an end. You grow every day if you stay consistent. My only goal in life right now is just peace and stability. And to hear someone say I've become a better person. I didn't think I'd be here a year later, but I am, and I'm looking forward to where my hard work leads. It sucks doing it alone. I want to post here just so someone can see how I've changed. I guess that's selfish of me. I want to work on getting my own validation. I want to believe my ex isn't all bad, but the things she said and how she treated me in the end was just bizarre. She's a good mom and treats her son well and puts him first over anything. She is nice and sweet to her friends when she does have them and doesn't ghost them. I really do hope she recognizes this bad side to her and fixes it and grows too.